Order?
Slap him.
Yeah,
If he
he
has
said to
it.
slap you.
Okay.
We'll call the July 9th meeting to order. Let's please stand for the pledge to the flag. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Looks like all are present. And there's no public here for questions, so we'll go on to item C. Approval of prayer meetings from March 12th, 2024.
I would move.
I'll second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Minutes are approved. Item D, business items, election of fire commissioner, president, and vice president.
So moved.
Sorry, what are you saying?
Is that not Robert's Rule of Order?
Are you
Who are
suggesting we say
Who are they now?
one president and Gene's the vice president?
I make a motion to keep the same president and vice president on this year's ballot.
I'll second that motion.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
We don't mess around.
Okay.
You get something that works for you.
Yeah, don't
He's
screw
gonna be
it
a
up.
three-termer like Roosevelt.
Yeah. Okay, presentation of the 2023 annual report.
So you have the annual report in your packet.
Oh, I'm gonna look at the screen. Oops. Oh, I thought that was an eye test for a minute. Did you see that?
I just
So-
had mine.
AJ Key.
Do I need to blow that up? Is that big enough?
Big enough. You can see it.
So, annual report for 2023, table of contents, the chief's introduction. First section is just our employees. It's broken down by shift administration. This is our full-timers on blue, red, green, and then our part-time staff. And this is from 2023. And then interfacility staff. Staffing report just shows, the trend line there shows that our staffing has been decreasing since the merger. And that's just, if you look at it, our full-time staff has been increasing, but our part-time staff has been decreasing over that same time. Talks about the staffing from 2023 who are lost and who are hired. And then we added some information from a staffing report that the chief gave, just showing our staffing level compared to staffing levels around the area. Actually, these are 2022 numbers, are the most recent we have. Just showing our staffing right now, we run it at 8 per day minimum, maximum with 6 minimum. And comparative departments, like our most comparative department would be the city of Marshfield. They run a similar amount of calls, and they have quite a bit more staffing than we do. You can see there that their daily numbers are at 11 and 8 from 2022, and they're asking for an increase in staffing to 14, where we're at 8. So just kind of talks about that. The awards this year. So Captain Glenn Novak was the recipient of the Leadership Award. That award is nominated and voted on by the officer group. And then Engineer Bob Schultz got the Firefighter Service Commendation Award. Again, that's nominated by his peers and then voted on by the officer group. And it says there, the Firefighter Service Commendation is awarded to individual nominated by their peers and chosen by officers who consistently characterizes the values of the district while operating as a firefighter during responses, training, and public relations. And then Amy Bright received the EMS Leadership Award. And they both have their names on a plaque, then they get a commendation medal that they wear on their Class A uniforms. The EMS report from Callie is there. and then the following is the report statistics. And you can see our EMS call volume at 2,647, 911, 368 inter-facility, 114 intercepts, and 30 standbys from 2023. Breaks it down by station, by municipality. The Fire Rescue Division report, Battalion Chief Evan McBain runs that division. And then the fire response data. And then cumulative response data. And then you can see our total call volume continues to trend up even though we're down over the last 3 years. Fire inspection report from Fire Marshal Christensen. Training division report from Battalion Chief Stephen Genrick. And training hours per year. You can see our training hours were up quite a bit in 2023. Health and safety report from Battalion Chief Mark Myers. And then it kind of breaks down our injury and incident reports. Workers' comp, our reportable injuries are really low, comparatively speaking, across the region. And our workers' compensation claims are also fairly low. Public relations report from engineer Christy Chula is there. Our fleet information, which has changed a little bit over the last year. Our newest vehicles are pictured there, the Chief's truck and Med 13 or Med 108. 108?
108. 108.
That's our interfacility transfer rig. And then closing remarks by me, which mostly focuses on accomplishments and looking at our staffing levels. If there's any questions on the year-end report, I can take those questions and go through them at your leisure.
I'd just like to make a comment, Eric. With us compared to the Merrill Fire Department, they've got more staff, bigger budget, and less calls than we do.
They sure do.
It just
They
doesn't
sure
add
do.
up.
Yep, they, yeah, Merrill's per capita
They're very
fees
high.
is very high compared to anyone in the region. Even compared to the city, they're higher than the city of Wausau.
Per capita. they
Per
are
capita.
Significantly.
Yeah. So,
I don't know if anybody knows anybody that lives in Merrill, but the taxes in Merrill are extremely high.
yeah.
They have been for a
My
long
hometown.
time.
Yeah.
That's where I moved out. When I moved out, I wasn't paying taxes.
That'll go away. I don't know why it's still there.
Where'd they go?
He's behind there.
There he is.
Ooh, serious close-up.
So if you have any questions, I can entertain those. Otherwise, it's all of those year-end reports are on our website. So if you ever want to look at them, they go back to 2017, I believe. So you can view them all there.
So the part-time firefighters are down.
Yep.
What is your anticipate, or what is your plan for having more part-times, or do we need them at this point?
Well, right. So what's happened is, so if you go back to the beginning of SAFER in 2014, we were running a minimum of 6 personnel per day, but only 2 were full-time and 4 were part-time. So we've increased our staffing from 6 to 8, but we've also increased our full-time. So now we run 8 per day, but of those 8, 7 are full-time and 1 is part-time. That's a trend that you see nationally. And I mean, we would like to continue with the volunteerism. We'd like to keep the part-timers. We'd like to increase staffing. And typically the way that we increase staffing is so right now our max is 8. If we would try to get staffing of 9, we first try to staff with part-time. So we would ask the board, to add a 9th person on shift. What that does is that introduces the wages into the budget, but not the benefits. So it's kind of we can get there
Steps.
partially, And then over the next year or two, we can try to get the benefits in and get a full-time if we are unable to staff it with part-time. If we're able to staff it with part-time, we'll continue to do that. But with our, like the report says, with our part-timers trending down more and more and more, we've relied on filling those positions with full-time staff.
I think though, pretty much around the whole area, volunteers are hard to get.
Yeah, it's
I
a
know
national
A lot of
problem.
them from Tom Hewitt, and they can't get volunteers.
Yeah, it's a national problem. I mean, except for the only place where volunteerism that I've experienced is still strong is out east. I don't know why. You get into big metropolitan, or I should say not metropolitan, but the suburbs of like Baltimore. There's an individual from Loudoun County who's in my EFO class, and he said they're almost all volunteers. They have, 1,000 plus volunteers in their countywide system. It's a combination system. They have career people also, but they have, I don't know why the volunteerism is so high out there.
What they're doing right.
Yeah, I don't know.
What about any capital expenses for this year? Do we have any?
For 2024.
Yeah, or 2024, 2025?
So this year is going to be rescue tools, which should be here tomorrow.
Yes, today they were supposed to be here. So today, tomorrow.
And that was really the only purchase for 2020.
Well, the ladder truck.
Well, part of the ladder truck. The ladder truck was technically in last year's capital
Right.
budget, but it'll arrive this year. But otherwise, the rescue tools are
Is
this year.
that totally paid for, the rescue truck?
I'm sorry, what's that?
Is it totally paid for?
We owe a little bit on it yet, but the vast majority of it's paid for.
What's, do we have an arrival date on that?
It should be in the next 3 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
What replaced the hovercraft?
A bolt.
Yeah,
Just a regular
it's out there. You
bolt.
can take a look at it. It's a Whaley
Plastic.
something R. It's
500.
500. That's what it is. Whaley 500R for rescue. It's a pretty nice boat. It's 17-foot boat.
Yep.
There's a 50 horsepower Mercury on it, outboard. I invite any of you to take a look at it after the meeting. It's a pretty nice boat.
Yep, it is.
There are a couple things left that we have to put on it. We ordered a Hummingbird sonar for it, and then there's a console and a steering wheel that will end up having a steering wheel. Right now it's tiller driven. Thank you. But that'll be budgeted next year because there was some unforeseen cost to the boat when we finally did order it. But yeah, our capital expenses have been down considerably.
And they
due to
will be for the next-
ARPA funding and grant funding that we've been able to secure.
Our CIP budget for the next 5 years is pretty low.
Yeah.
We don't have many needs right now. So
Now, our next truck will be, what do we figure?
tender.
2028 or something, 2029.
Yeah.
And that's if everything's status quo with, where we're at.
Okay.
I noticed that the training hours in 17 have significantly gone up. There's some blips in between, but, 2,000 to 6,600 total. That's a significant.
Yep.
Yeah, so,
And I was looking, you think there's any correlation between, because it's almost the same percent drop, almost 80% drop in injuries. Training, you're obviously teaching skills of all kinds, but I would imagine some of that training would preclude injuries on the job, because that's gone way down.
yeah.
it has.
I mean, I would say that we are, historically speaking, even Rib Mountain, and I guess I can't speak to Weston, but even Rib Mountain before Safer, the workers' comp was always low. Yeah, and then, 17 training was low. 17 was the first year that we did organized training at the department. Before that, we just did one night a week or something. So our training pre-2017 was really, really low. So 2017 was the first year that we implemented on-duty training every day. And it took about a year to catch on. That's why from 17 to 18 was markedly increased. 17 was a struggle getting people to buy into training every day after they didn't have to for years. So, but it's been pretty good since then. 2023 was a really good year for training.
With all the rain we've had this summer so far, has that changed the type of calls that we're having?
No,
Lightning strikes and such?
I mean, I wouldn't say.
We've had a couple
We've
lightning
had some
strike
lightning
calls,
strikes,
but
but
nothing significant.
it's not more or less or different from years past.
Flooding, anything?
No flooding this year. We had flooding 2 or 3 years ago. When did we have it?
That was in spring, like
It's gotta be 3 years.
3
Yeah, it was
years
in
ago?
Weston,
Maybe,
3 or 4.
at least 3.
but no flooding this year.
Okay.
That's amazing.
Yeah. We've had a couple of what I would call significant lightning strikes in the last 6-8 weeks.
One last night.
There was one of them was last night. No fires from them, but
Well, we
I
had
mean,
the one fire
when was that?
like 2 weeks ago at that Octagon apartment building.
Oh
in
yeah.
Weston.
That's right. Forgot about that one. Yeah, that was a lightning strike. But we had a lightning strike yesterday. No fire, but it took some siding off the house. We had a lightning strike like 6 weeks ago. It hit a tree in someone's backyard, and it pretty much destroyed the tree. There were pieces of it everywhere, and knocked out the power to the house. Those are the 3 that come to mind.
Yeah.
Okay. Staffing updates we've really covered.
I got a couple of things for you on staffing updates. So we did bring on a couple part-time, well, I should say as of right now, 1 part-time interfacility person. Hopefully there will be a second. Eric is still working on that. The one that we did bring on is going through their psychological testing right now. They got that partially done, so we're just waiting on that. And then we do have an opening for a full-time position. We have 3 applicants for that. We have 1 more day to go. The application's closed tomorrow at 4.
Yep. No noon.
Noon. So we'll see if we get any more applicants, but we do have 3 people that will be interviewing for that next Tuesday.
Oh, so there's 2 openings then.
There's one
One
opening.
opening.
One opening, 3 applicants right now.
Okay.
Applicants are from where?
2 are internal and 1 is from De Pere.
Here,
Yep.
okay.
It's a long ways off.
Well, we've got a guy over there now, don't we?
Yeah, we got
At least.
two full timers that live in De Pere and 1 full timer that lives in Door County. Where is it?
Sturgeon Bay.
Sturgeon Bay. So we have 3 that live over there, full timers. They should carpool.
They should carpool.
Yeah.
If they're on the same shift.
Yeah. Problem is not.
No, they're all on different shifts.
Yeah, they are actually.
Okay.
So that's really all I have for staffing updates. Other than that, nothing too exciting.
Okay.
It's a good annual report, by the way.
Thank you.
Very comprehensive.
All right. Let's go on to item E then, report from the fire chief.
The only thing I really have for you gentlemen is that our union contract is complete. It is in place and signed by both parties, so that contract goes through 2026. So, other than that, it's been pretty much status quo, nothing super exciting going on. So,
Okay.
we do have, the only other thing, doesn't pertain to you guys a whole lot, but we do have an ISO visit coming up August 13th, was it?
13th, yeah.
So Eric and I are preparing there's a lot of paperwork that has to be done prior to them coming, so we're working on that right now. And then that visit will be on the 13th.
What level of ISO do you work at towards?
Well, ideally you'd want to be at a 1, but for a department our size, that's nearly impossible. We're at a 3 right now, which is probably where we'll stay.
All right. Josh, or Eric, did you have anything else?
Yeah, my reports are in there from March. Without going through them all in detail, I guess the biggest thing is the 4 full-time people we hired in January, they're all doing well. The 1 full-timer we had left and went to Rapids. He lives in Nacusa or Port Edwards or something.
Port
so he
Edwards,
lives
okay.
right there. But we do have, like the chief said, we have 3 strong candidates. All 3 are paramedics and licensed. So we're pretty happy with the 3 candidates we have. Otherwise, I don't think I have anything to add to my reports. If you have any questions from the reports that are in there, I can field those.
No. Any questions?
Guess not.
Okay. set a date for our next meeting. Let's see, what is today? July, August, September. If we need, we don't have one. If we don't, we'll cancel it.
September? you said?
Yeah.
So we
it's
can-
July.
Do that, mark it as September 10th?
Sure, why not?
When does Labor Day fall?
On Monday the 2nd,
That's the
it would
The
be.
week
Yeah.
before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the week I retired too.
Really?
So, yeah.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah, the 10th is good for me.
1,600 hours? Yes?
Sure, we can do that.
Location?
Here,
Okay.
and I can send out the invite to mark it on your calendar tomorrow morning.
That'd be good.
Okay.
Okay. Why does it want me to send it? What's going on here?
I know, it did the same thing to me.
Oh, you know why? Because it fills it in automatically, and if we're taking
Yeah.
the one that we're sent, I'm gonna just cancel it because we're
Yeah.
gonna get one
You're
anyway.
gonna send it out later, so we'll
Yeah.
just add it then. Okay.
Motion to adjourn?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
I knew you were gonna say it.
All right, we are adjourned.